right, welcome back, everybody. We continue our discussion with the racial tension and violence taking place in Ferguson, Missouri. Everyone's weighing in. Even former basketball great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has now written a piece at Time Magazine, time.com, saying that the coming race war will not be about race. He made a point it'll be about the have-nots, the economically poor in America. Everyone's weighing in. Of course, Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, you can expect them to do, and they are so as well. Join me this time from Washington, D.C. is radio talk show host Wayne Dupree. Wayne, how you doing?
I'm fine. Pleasure to be back.
Great to have you. So Al Sharpton has gone to Ferguson, and he's called this a defining moment in our country's history. What's your take on Al Sharpton on this?
It's a defining moment in his history. He decided he was going to go there, and as you know, I'm really not an Al Sharpton fan. His history, the lack of working for a solution. He works more for a rally, for an emotional response. And basically that's what he's done. You know, he's gone to Ferguson. He says things on the camera that sound right. But when the cameras are off, the registration booths are up, you know, and he's doing his little thing. Even right. Jesse Jackson. Yeah,
Wayne, let me jump in there, Wayne. What you're bringing up, the bigger picture, and I agree with you, is what's happening here is we're watching the politics of this event. Right. We're watching the Al Sharptons, the Jesse Jacksons, trying to politicize this event and see what they can do to personally further their own self-interest. Related to the whole thing of politics, here is a video of Al Sharpton, of all people, agreeing with Senator Rand Paul.
It only is exacerbating real feelings about a guy that was killed for, as far as we know, for being told to get out the street. I mean, Rand Paul is right, and this is all we were saying since last weekend.
All right, and what he's referring to is the militarization of police forces. Rand Paul has been warning against the militarization, has been warning about the militarization of police forces for a few years now, and here's Al Sharpton agreeing with him. What's interesting, Wayne, conservatives have been warning America about the militarization of police forces for a few years. They have been warning about the potential rise of a caliphate for a few years, which we've now seen. And conservatives have been called radicals, extremists, dangerous to society for making these warnings. They've come to fruition on both fronts.
Well, I mean, hearing it from Al Sharpton, there's always an angle somewhere behind it, okay? And this morning I woke to hear Molotov cocktails had been thrown at the police. You know, I mean, here's my thing. The police have to protect themselves and the community from these rioters and these looters. I mean, the police aren't handing out ice cream sandwiches from their ice cream truck just because a Molotov cocktail missed them. I mean, they have to protect themselves. Now, what I hope that the Ferguson community does, I hope that they come together as one, and at least try to move the media out. You know,
yeah.
You know, try to get them out so that at least there's some together for the community, because the community needs to heal, and it's not going to heal with the national media, Sharpton, Jackson, the Pink Panther Party, and the Injustice Department.
Wayne, let me throw this out there. You know, those that are demonizing the police, and we don't know, and let the investigation take its course, those that are demonizing the police are saying, look, this is a case of a white policeman shooting somebody because they're a big black man. Turns out that Michael Brown, 18 years old, was 6'5", nearly 300 pounds, I think 6'5", 290. I have to tell you, if someone 6'5", 300 is coming at me in a menacing way, I don't care if they're black, white, purple, pink, orange, or green, I'm going to be concerned for my health and safety. So this police officer has someone 6'5", happens to be black, 290 pounds, coming at him. He's shooting him. We now know there are no shots in the back, which were the initial reports. All the gun wounds are on the front. Michael Brown would not stop approaching him. So we now have 6, as you say, they're not handing out ice cream sandwiches. It's a dangerous situation. as a black man in America, given that the narrative that's being put out on one side, given what we just mentioned here a moment ago, comment on your take on all this.
Let me tell you something. If the police tells me to move to the side, I'm moving to the side.
Yeah.
Because they have something I don't have. They got a gun. I don't have a gun. I mean, my parents always told me to respect the police. Even if the police are in the wrong, you respect the police. Yes, sir. No, sir. And they will respect you in kind. When you, all through the weekend, I've been watching social media about, oh, he was shot in the back. Oh, well, guess what? Now we find out he wasn't shot in the back. So somebody last night was like, well, it doesn't matter. Well, no, it does matter, because you are pushing this narrative out there. You're giving people the false stories just to incite people and make people angry. You don't need that right now. You need calm. You need peace. And anytime you have toxic chemicals like Al Sharpton, Messi Jackson, and the Pink Panther Party, then you are going to have a problem.
Wayne Dupree, we need more. America, when I say we, I mean America needs more voices out there like yours, which is why I appreciate you coming on and articulating what you just expressed, because you're not creating an agenda of hysteria. You're saying, look, let the investigation take its place. Do not rush to conclusions. And I'm like you. Hey, a police officer pulls me aside. I don't care if the officer is white, black, brown, green, or purple. I'm going to cooperate. I am not going to confront or talk like a smart aleck in front of that police officer. Speaking of being a smart aleck, however, switching gears, it appears as if, some sports experts are saying that Tiger Woods' career might be on the downside. Perhaps no greater evidence of that is that the fact that it appears that President Obama may now be on pace to have more golf outings than Tiger Woods since 2009. Since 2009, Tiger Woods has played 269 rounds of golf. Hold on, because our president who said he would never take a vacation, has now played his 200th round of golf since being elected president. Am I a racist for saying that?
No, actually, you're a sports enthusiast. And basically, basically, I can say the same thing, because he sucks at basketball. If you remember that video, he missed 22 shots in a row. So now he's trying to get his golf game straight for when he leaves the White House. Listen, President Do Nothing has already checked out. He really doesn't care. Actually, he jumped into the situation in Ferguson. Didn't have no business in there. So, he's probably trying to call the Guinness Book of World Records and, hit the most rounds of golf for a president.
All right. Listen, Wayne Dupree, we thank you for joining us from Washington and weighing in on some matters that I believe that the American people need to hear voices like yours, because you're doing a service to the country. And let the investigation take its place. We're not saying we know what the conclusion is, but that's the point. Thank you, Wayne.